Oh, darling, there you are. Thank you, Lurch. That will be all. You know, darling, you're looking a bit pale this evening. Quite pale, actually. You look like a fate worse than death. Splendid. You've been growing up so quickly. You know, that's actually brings me to the reason that I asked Lurch to bring you in today. You see, earlier this evening I was walking through the graveyard, looking at all of the tombstones of Addams come and gone, thinking about those rotting corpses laying there, cold and lifeless. Someday. Anyway, as I was looking at all of these tombstones, I realized that you and I have never sat down to design your funerary clothing. Now, when you were a child, your father and I had some designs that we had in mind for you, should something happen in your early years. But now, as you have come of age, it's time for you to take the reins of such a wonderful and important decision. I mean, these are the clothes that we will drape you in when you are departed from this world. That your rotting, decaying corpse will be laid to rest in for all of eternity. It's a big decision. Very important. So, I thought it was high time that you and I have a discussion and come up with a design that you're happy with. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're excited. Now, before we begin speaking of the design, I would like to just update my measurements of you. It's been a little while since I've taken detailed measurements, and we want your funerary clothing to fit absolutely perfectly, of course. All right. Now, where did the thing go? He was coming with my measurements book. Ah, thank you, thing. Oh, curses. This one is for later, thing. Ah, yes, here we are. Thank you very much, thing. I'll be taking down your measurements in this, just to make sure that we have everything as accurate as possible. All right, let's see. Where are your pages? It's for your father. What a glorious suit. Absolutely lovely. There we are. There's a fresh page just for you, all right? So, I will be taking some measurements of you, and then I'll write them down in our book here. All right, so if you would like to just hold still, all right? Okay. This shouldn't take too long, but we do want to be accurate, don't we? All right. Let's start with getting a few measurements around your head, shall we? To start with just the width of your face. All right, now I'm going to do the circumference of your head, all right? There we are. Okay, good. Let's write those two down before we forget. Now I'm going to do your neck. Don't worry, we won't do too tight. Unless you'd like it. Okay. There we are. Good. And then the width of your shoulders here. Try to get the width of each of your shoulder too, from your neck to the edge of your shoulder. Very few people in this world are actually symmetrical. comes to measurements like this. How very dull to be symmetrical. There we are. Excellent. All right. Now I'll be getting the length of your torso. So I'm going to start right at your collarbone and go down to your hips, all right? So just hold still. Just going to place that right there. There we are. Wonderful. All right. Let's get the circumference of your chest as well while we're here. I'm just going to slip this. If you could hold out your arms just a bit, darling. Thank you. There we go. Good. All right. Would you inhale, please? Fill your lungs for me. Wouldn't want it to be too tight. I suppose not that you'll be breathing in these clothing, but just in case. You never know when you may be summoned for Wake the Dead or something. All right. There we are. Okay. Let's get the circumference of your waist as well while we're at it. You could just raise your arms a bit more. Thank you. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Good, good. All right, let's get the length of your arms too, shall we? Just right from the shoulder here. All the way down to your wrist. Good, and then halfway to the elbow is... okay, good, good, good. That was the left side. Now we'll do the right side. There we are, to the elbow and to the wrist. Good. Right side. Excellent. All right, let's get some circumferences of your arms, your bicep, and then right below the elbow and at the wrist as well. Okay. There we are. And then down here, below the elbow. Good, and then down here, your wrist. Excellent. Let's do the other side, shall we? Bicep here, the biggest portion. Right. And then down here. And then the wrist. Good, good, good. Write those numbers down. Good, good, good. All right. All right, now let's take some measurements of the legs, shall we? Okay, now this, I want you to hold it right by your hip bone there, all right? I'm going to see. Thing, can you read that down there for me? Thank you, thank you. All right, and then the other side. All right, thank you, Thing. All right, now just a few circumferences on your legs as well. Just hold still, darling. All right. There we are. And here. And down here. Good, good. All right. And what is your shoe size again? Okay. You are growing up so fast, aren't you? All right, now just a few. If you wouldn't mind just turning around a bit, I'm going to get some along your back. Just a few, just sort of from the nape of the neck down your torso in the back, all right? Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now, that's it for the basic measurements. Unless, just by chance, you might like something of a face covering for your funerary clothing. Now, you could do sort of a veil, you could do a mask, even, something as simple as a hat, something like that. Any of those can look quite dashing when we lay you to rest. You're not sure yet? That's all right. You have probably plenty of time to decide. Would you like to just get some more measurements around the face, just in case? All right, wonderful. So just hold still. I'm going to just get a few more measurements here. So we got the width of your face and the circumference of your head, in case you'd like a hat. Let's get the height of your face here too, shall we? From the forehead down to the chin. Okay, good. The length of the nose there. Important for a veil or a mask. All right. All right, and then we'll need the width of your eyes here. Let's do them both together. Outer corner to outer corner. Okay, good. And then the width of one. And the other over here. All right. Excellent. Good, good, good. All right, now just a few more. I would just like to get sort of from the outside of your nose out to your ears here. That's an important measurement for a mask or something like that. Possibilities really are endless, dear. There's no need to limit your imagination. I always want you to be your true self. Never thwarted by the standards that this world might have. You are your own person in every way. Right, wonderful. Now I just want to get from ear to ear here as well, all right? And then I think we should be done with the measurements portion. Ear to ear. Just about a quarter to 3/8. Right? Excellent. All right, you may sit back a bit now, darling. That should do it for the measurements, as long as you don't have anything very specific in mind that we didn't measure for, which is perfectly fine. We can always take some more measurements. Now, as far as the style of your funerary clothing, there are all sorts of choices. I mean, really, you're limited only by your imagination, my dear. Of course, there are more of the traditional looks. Could put you in a very nice 3-piece suit if you would like. Any different style that you would like. Some people prefer to do the style of the modern era that they were, that they died in. Well, some people like more of a classic look, a Victorian era, or perhaps, something more like the 1920s. That was quite a roaring time. But really anything that you would like, we can do. We can do any styles. Otherwise, we could do something a bit more formal as well. Or if you would like something a bit more casual, it's all up to you. This is how you will be remembered once you have passed on from this existence. So, I am assuming that we will be doing this in black, yes? Excellent. What other choice is there? Black, it's such a timeless, happy color, isn't it? Good. Now, what were you thinking as far as just off the top of your head? What sort of styles do you think you would like to be remembered in. Okay. Oh, yes, of course we can do that. This is all up to you. I want you to have exactly what you want. All right. And the length on that, would you like a standard length or? Okay. Certainly. Certainly possible. Now, how about the fabric? Would you like solid black? Would you like pinstripes? Would you like a lace design, or perhaps a very luxurious velvet? Okay. That's an excellent choice. And of course, you are welcome to have details of your outfit in different colors. If you would like a nice cream or very stark white, or perhaps a nice burgundy color as well. Okay. Sure, what do you think should be in that color? I think that would look most becoming indeed. Certainly. And now, of course, the matter of accessories. You can have a hat or a mask or a veil, as we discussed. You can also have, any sort of jewelry that you would like. If there's something particularly special to you in this life, we can ensure to include that. Or we can design you something completely new if you would like. Your uncle, which one was it? Your Uncle Lumpy, he had this wonderful pocket square that was embroidered with different Victorian style skulls and some lovely, lovely different designs on there, just for his funerary outfit. Okay. That's an excellent idea. Yes, I think that would be quite striking, actually. Right, any other accessories? I mean, even something like a pocket watch, earrings, necklaces, a watch, perhaps. Okay. There's something very symbolic about being buried with a watch or a timepiece. Even though your life may have left this existence, time marches on for all of us, doesn't it? As your body stays completely still, unchanging, except to decay more through the passage of time, throughout the ages. So romantic. I met your father at a funeral. I did. My first funeral. Oh, he was looking quite becoming. A perfectly tailored suit. I believe it was his cousin. He still hadn't been cleared of the investigation yet. Never proven, of course. Your father is much too clever for that. What a wonderful memory. All right. I think that is a wonderful start. I'll spend some time drawing up some designs of these ideas of yours, and we'll see which ones you like, all right? Oh, I almost forgot. What about footwear? Do you have a particular pair of shoes that you would like to be buried in, or would you like us to look for something special? Okay. Excellent idea. Yes, of course, darling. Like I said, I want you to have exactly what you want. Wonderful. I think you will be quite the image. Very striking at your funeral. Absolutely. Whether I'm there or not to see it, I suppose. Regardless, whoever is there, I think will be quite taken with your presence. Excellent. Well, I think that was an excellent start to a wonderful idea for your funerary clothing. Is there anything else that you'd like to add for now? Okay. Well, I'll work on some designs for those, perhaps pull up some different designs for fabrics as well. And then I'll present them to you and we'll see. We'll go from there. How does that sound? Wonderful. I'm so glad that we got to share this together. You know, it's such an important decision and such an intimate moment, really. Thank you very much, my dear. Your father and I are so proud. All right, well, run along. Oh, the battle axe? I believe it's in the drawing room. Yes. Is that for your experiments? All right, wonderful. You know, that battle axe is good, but there is a larger one, I believe, on display in the kitchen. Why don't you take that instead? Excellent. Well, you run along and have fun, dear. I'll see you later.